Hi, good afternoon. My name is Eric, and I come from a Vertical Fiber technology company. Today, I want to introduce how to use our new OTDR. The model number is 980 REV. REV means revolution, so it is a new revolutionary OTDR. It is with multi-functions. It can test both the optical fibers and the Ethernet cables. Okay, let's open the package. USB disk, USB cable, disk, power charger, warranty card, calibration certificate, a user manual, and the Ethernet cable signal detector. This is for detector in signals in the Ethernet cable. And this is the main host of the OTDR. When you use the OTDR, you may be take off the protection film. Okay, now let's open and turn on the OTDR. It takes only about 2 seconds to turn it on. As I see, it is a it is with multi functions: OTDR, event map, optical power meter, VFL, laser source, or sometimes we call it lighter source. This function is for Ethernet. It can test the Ethernet cable's length and track signals in Ethernet, and the cable's sequence. Anyway, I will try one by one in the video. Okay, the most important is the OTDR. Let's turn on the cap. This is the OTDR port. Now it is with the FC connector, but you also change to ST or LC connectors. It is very easy. Just unscrew and screw it again. This one is the VFL port, and this one is the optical power meter port. And the lighter source port share the same port with OTDR. So this one is also a laser source port. And here is a LED light. Sometimes maybe in the night you can use the LED light. It is very easy to turn on the LED. Just press this button, the LED light, and turn on again. It will turn off. Okay, now I try to test the optical fibers. I have 2 fiber reels. One is the small one is around 1 kilometers, and the large one is about 40 kilometers. And I linked them together with a SC connector, as you can see. Okay, and I find the connectors. Okay, here. I will link the FC connectors to my OTDR. Okay. And I now press okay to go into the OTDR module. maybe sometimes we need to go to the setting page. The ODDR supports 3 testing modes. The first one is average test. The second one is real time, and the third one is auto test. Most times, customer just use the auto test, so we select the auto test. Once we select the auto test, we do not need to do anything, and now we just press F1. We just press F1 to start the test. Let's try now. I set the time to 15 minutes, to 15 seconds, but you also can set the time to 5 seconds. No much difference. Okay, we have got the test result, and you also can see there are two span of the cable length. One is this small one. It is around 1 kilometers, and the second one is about 40 kilometers. So the totally here is the totally is about 41 kilometers. And the most important for the ODR is that we can enlarge the testing the ODR curves. Just press this button, and now you can use the navigation buttons. Okay, this is the first event. Here we can see it clearly. We also can shift the ODDR curves with the navigation buttons. You may try. It is very useful sometimes. Okay. After the test, we maybe want to save it and print the test out result. Print out the test result. So we can use the save F3 to save the test result. When we press F3, we can save it directly, or we can rename it. Now I want to import first fiber. So the first word is FIRST fiber FIBER. So we input the first fiber with, and now we press the enter button to save it. Okay, it has been saved. Now we can use this file F4 button to call out the testing results we have met. Yesterday and today I have made some test ODDR curves. Here, this one was made by yesterday, so I now press the OK button. Okay, we can see it clearly. And now let's go back. This button, go back, and try this event map function. We can call out the ODDR curves we tested just now. This one first fiber. Okay, we can see there is a map and some images to help users understand each event clearly. And also, we can test in this event map directly. We just press tester button. This tester button. It will make a new test in the page, and do not go to the ODDR module. This page is very useful for a new engineer who want to test a ODDR fiber. If you can see the words clearly on the video, it says testing in progress. Please wait. Okay, now we have finished the test. You can see the test result is the same as just now we met in the ODDR module. Okay. Also, you can save or call out the files we made. So when you go to the ODDR, you can try. It is very good. And here is the optical power meter function. The ODDR supports many wavelength selections. You can press F1 to change the wavelength. When you test the power level, please do not forget to change the connector to the optical power meter port. It supports both the single mode and multi-mode fiber. Also, we have the reference and the reference to zero functions. It is a very professional tool of the power meter. Okay, this one is VFL. It supports both 1Hz or 2Hz or normal. Normal is the continuous wave, continuous shine out. Press 1. 1 second, 1 time. 1 second, 2 time. And stop here. And this one is the laser source, or sometimes we call it lighter source. The laser source function supports 2 wavelengths. We change the wavelength to press F4. When we start the function, it will the color will be changed. Now it is started. You need when you want to turn it off, you press F2. F2. Okay. So the first 5 function is for testing the optical fiber. The last 3 function is for testing the Ethernet cable. So we take it off. And try these 3 functions: length, tracer, and sequence. Okay, here I have a fiber cable. So now I want to get the cable's distance. So I press this button. It is very easy. Just press the RJ45 connector into the the instrument. And now we press the F1 to get the length. It takes 15 seconds. Okay, the length is 4.5 meters. You also can change the unit to km, ft, or meter. Because the because the Ethernet cable has different standards, so you can press F3 to change standards. Here is difference. And now we also can use the checker function. We press the F4 to use the checker function. Okay, and now we need to have this detector, signal detector. We turn on. And when we make the detector near the cable, we can see, we can hear the sounds. Okay. So it is very easy to find a cable in a mesh cable, in mesh cables. Okay, and we press, and we now try this sequence function. Now we need to use a remote unit, this one. Press this button to get it out. And plug into the far end of the cable and test. Okay. Because my cable is this RJ45 connector is something wrong, so I need to press by my finger. But for your cable, it do not need. You just plug it in and it works. And press the test. Okay, this is the test result. Port 1 is to port 1. Port 2 is to port 2. But when I turn it off, there will display break. And the last one is system setting. We can set the auto off time, 1 hour, 13 minutes, or do not use this function. Backlight, beep. Beep means the sound. When you press the buttons, the instrument, the Otdr, will play sound. But if you turn off, it will no sound out. That setting. And time. Language. Auto save. This means when you get a Otdr testing result, if you allow the instrument to save it automatically. USB connection. That is means if you allow the Otdr to use your USB cables to connect to your computer. The last one is version information. This is very important when you update it. And factory reset. Press this button to get factory settings. Okay. Now I want to show you how to print out OTDR test result. As I told you at the first of the video, we have a USB cable. So we plug the cable into the OTDR. Okay. Here you can see a U disk from your computer. And here is the test result we made just now. And now I want to print it out. Here I have the OTDR software. The software comes with your OTDR. We put the software in disk. In this disk. Okay, we can use the software to operate the test result. You may want to delete event or add event, both are okay. And most customers use this OTDR software to print out the test result. So we press this file button and preview. Okay, this is the tester. This is the test result. We can press this button to print. My OTDR has connected to printer, so I can print it out and let you see how it looks. Okay, this is the test result. So this OTDR is very easily to use and very strong for your daily work. And more importantly, it supports both. It can charge battery, charge the OTDR's battery by the USB cable. It is charging now, and you also can use a plug. Okay, thank you. If any question, contact our sales, please. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, my name is Eric, and I come from Fiber Technology Company. Today, I want to introduce our new smart OTDR. The model number is S90XT. EXT means extension. This demo unit is our hot cell unit. Okay, now let's turn on the OTDR. During the turn on, let me show you the connectors. The first one is the VFL. The second one is the OTDR and the light source. OTDR and the light source shares the same port. And the right one is the optical power meter. Okay, here. And this is this port is for power charging, and this is a SD memory card. It is a HG memory card, USB port, RJ45 port, and mini USB port. Okay, as you can see, all the functions have been listed here. You can see our datasheet to select the right model, because different model with different configurations. Here, Anyway, I want to say this one D24 is our most sales, is our hot sales OTDR. And this one D20SF supports live fiber testing because it is with a filter. Okay. Now let's focus on the demo unit. The first one is OTDR, and as you can see, I have already prepared 4 fiber rails. The first one is 1 kilometers. The second one is 2 kilometers. Third one is 1 kilometers, and the last one is 40 kilometers. And I have linked them together with a adapter with 3 adapters. Okay. Now let's plug the FC connector to the FC ports on the OTDR. Okay, when you plug it into OTDR port, please pay more attention on the keys on the FC connector. Sometimes you may need to use IC connector. It is very easily for users to change by themselves. Okay. As you can see here, the filter one is OTDR function. You can use this physical button to control the OTDR, control the device, but you also can use the quick buttons to control the device. Okay. Now, I just want to say it is very easily to operate the OTDR. So I just want to use the auto test. Just press one time and get the results. Okay. As you can see, we already get the results, the OTDR curves on the screen, just less than 3 seconds. You can press this button to see the OTDR curves in full screen, and press this button to see all the event list. Sometimes we may want to see more details, like here, the first 3 events. So we need to the cursor A and cursor B to support. Okay, here is the cursor B, and move the cursor A. Okay. Okay, now I want to enlarge the curves between A and B, so I press this button and press this physical button. Okay, we can use your finger to drag the curves to its right position. Okay, we can use this method to get more and more details. Okay, we want to enlarge here again. Press this button. Okay, sorry. Press this button. Okay, to see more details. And we also can drag the curves very easily. Okay, one more thing to say. Here, we can tick the 2 wavelengths together, so we can get the result by just click one time. And press this button to save the test result. You also setting it to auto save. Here I give it a name. First fiber.ca, If we input the wrong words, we can press this button to delete and press again. Okay, confirm. It has been saved. Also, this ODDR support print a screen, also known as screenshotting. Okay. The screen have been saved on the storage. That is to say, has been saved in the SD memory card. Okay, for some new ODDR user, they may like the event map. Of course, this one is also about the event map. And also very easy. Press, test, and waiting, then get a result. Actually, you can set the acquisition time to 5 seconds, but I have made it to 10 seconds. But as you can see, the screen refresh is very quickly. Okay, we got a result, and it's map. You can see here mentioned fail. You can press this button. Go to here to set the pass or fail threshold. If you're a new user, just keep them in default. Of course, you also can change them by yourself. Okay, here is the ODDR. The second, optical power meter. The optical power meter is about 6 wavelengths. You can press this button to switch. Of course, it is also about a reference and a zero function. Just like you bought an optical power meter in the market. This is VFL. VFL is for checking fault on a cable. Let me turn on. You can see my hands and flash. Okay, great. This one is the ladder source. It's about 2 wavelengths, 1310 nanometer and 1550 nanometers. Of course, it also supports the frequency switch, lambda switch, frequency switch. Okay. This is for checking the cable sequence. Check the RJ45 cable sequence. As I mentioned here, we have a RJ45 ports. When we make the test, we need to use the remote unit. Okay, my cable is very short, but the device can work for at least 300 meters. RJ45 cable. Okay, when we start, we can see the cable cores are linked same time and flashed. Of course, it also supports two different cable sequence. Okay, here is the fiber inspection. Sometimes we call it microscope. You have to buy a microscope separately and plug to the USB port. We have opened the function. You just need to buy a microscope. Event map, just mentioned. Loss testing. This function is a combination of light source and optical power meter. That is to say, optical power meter, optical power meter and the light source function are turned on same time, so it is very easily to test a cable's attenuation from two ends. Okay, here is the setting. The device supports many languages. Users can switch them very easily. First one is English, Spanish, Russia, French, Korea, Italy. We will add more, but now have been listed here. I only know English, so I switch back to English. And here is the upgrades. If we have some new firmware, we will send you, and you just copy to your USB disk and plug to the USB, and then press this button to upgrade. Okay, the last one is the storage card. Here, this is the Otdr curve we just saved. And here is the screen print. You can load it. We pressed it just now. If you copy to your computer, you can see it clearly. And as you here I mentioned just now the SOR files. You need to copy it to your computer. Use a USB cable or use a USB disk, and then open it or print it to a test report on your PC software. The PC software will be downloaded from our website. Okay, this is the smart Otdr. Do you like it? Thank you. Bye-bye. Eric, and I come from First Fiber Technology Company in China. Today I want to introduce our new Otdr. It is a smart Otdr. As you can see, the Otdr is covered by a protection case. Now I just want to make a small demo video to make you to give you a general idea about the Otdr. To make you see it clearly, I take the cover off from the Otdr. Now I turn on the Otdr. As you can see, the Otdr also comes with VFL, optical power meter, optical light source. So it is a 4-in-1 device. It is very useful for your daily work. The Otdr is with a high resolution screen. And now I have two fiber reels. One is 1 kilometer and the other is 2 kilometer. So the total is 3 kilometers. And these two reels are connected by adapter. By a SC adapter. Now I want to plug the FC connector into the Otdr. I want to see the connector also can be with the SC. You can change it by yourself very easily. Okay, now I click the OTDR. You can use your finger to touch the screen or use the keyboard. Now I press the OTDR button, and now I press test. You can press test or press F4. The OTDR is very quickly to make the test. Yes, you can see it have finished. But I just now I forgot to change the range, so it is very small, not looks very good. So I change the parameters now and make the range. Make the range to 5 kilometers. To 5 kilometers. Okay, I test again. Yes, it finished very quickly in about 3 or 4 seconds. You can see the OTDR curves is very good. You can see the words on the screen, and as you see, it is it is with the two spans. The first is about 2 kilometers, second is about 1 kilometers, so totally is about 3 kilometers. And you also can see the OTDR displays the attenuation value. Okay. As I see, the OTDR is very the test result is very in high resolution. But we cannot find it from this curve because there is no splicing point. So I will change to my previous previous testing results. Okay, and you can see there in this curves there are attenuation events. It is very small, but it can show and it can find by the OTDR. Okay, and this is the OTDR main function. You also can export the OTDR curves into your computer. You can find a PC software in our USB disk that is comes with the OTDR, and you can use it to print OTDR test result. And now we can see the VFL function. Continue wave of 2HZ1SZ. We can press F1 to on, F3, F4. Okay, and optical power meter. The optical power meter is with 6 wavelengths. It is a very stable optical power meter. And optical lighter source. Optical lighter source shares one optical port with OTDR. And the optical lighter source is also very stable, and it is much better than normal, other optical light source. Okay, this is a setting, regulation, or something else. I just want to give you a general idea about the ODDR, so I will not say more details. You may find our parameters from our sales representative. Okay. I just say so much. Thank you. Bye bye. Hello, my name is Eric, and I come from First Fiber Technology Company. Today, I want to introduce the new OTDR. The model number is 980EXP. And we have many different configuration models for your choice. But the most sales is the model number A26. It is for active fiber testing. But the demo unit is another model. The model number is D28. It means that the dynamic range of the OTDR is 26 and 28. Okay. Okay, here is the Otdr 45 cable tracker, power charging adapter, and the USB cable, FC adapter, warranty card, user manual, and calibrator certificate. And the carrying case. Okay, it is the OTDR. As you can see, there are many functions. All of them has displayed on the screen. I will make the demo one by one. And on the top, there are some optical ports. This one is the ODDR port, and the device shares the same port with ODDR and the lighter source. This one is VFL port. This one is the optical power meter port, and this one is for the distance checking. Okay. Now I have some fiber rails, 2 kilometers, 1 kilometers, and 40 kilometers, and I have linked them together. So I will use the OTDR to make the test. Okay, as you can see, here is the first button is auto test, and here is another button is expert. So I will try the auto first. Okay, I plug the connector to the ODDR adapter. Okay, and because we use the auto testing mode, so we just need to simply click the button test. Then we just need to wait. The testing time should be at least 5 seconds. Okay, we have got the result. We can see the event list, press this button, and the event map, press this button. All of them have been displayed on the screen. Okay, let us focus on the curve. we can easily use your two finger to enlarge it to see details. Okay. To see more details. And we also double click to get it back to its original state. Okay, very easily. And we can save it by clicking this button to give it your writer name. Maybe I want to input Eric, E-R-I-C, Eric. Okay, press this button to save it. Okay. Also, some simple parameters can be configured in this page. Pass or fail parameters and testing parameters. Okay, for the normal usage, users do not need to do anything. Just press this one button, test. Then everything will be finished automatically. Okay, this is the first button. The expert Otdr is not very different from the auto test, but we can configure many parameters here. So if you are not a new user, you can use this function. Okay, and here is the Reflectometer function. It is the same, just as you can see from here. But if you do not need the Otdr curves, you can make the test by using the event map only by press the test button. Okay, the next one is the VFL. To the VFL on, okay, you can see the red light. Also, frequency two times per second. Okay, here is the laser source. Sometimes we call it a lighter source. There are no difference. This is about different modes. Here, press this mode button to switch, and also different wavelengths. Okay, when you press this button twice, you can couple the lighter source to your optical parameter. Okay, I open when the light source was opened and I press this home button, you can see the optical lighter source is still running at the back end. So now we can turn on the optical parameter. Then the Otdr, the optical lighter source function and the optical parameter function can be opened at the same time. So we can use them to test the insertion loss very easily, or attenuation loss, or attenuation value very easily. Of course, it also supports the calibration by the user by pressing this button to make some changes by yourself. Okay, and the other functions is for the AD45 cable. As you can see here, two AD45 ports. Here I have the AD45 cable, and I want to test the distance of the cable. Okay, and simply press the test. It will give us the distance of the cable. Okay, 4.4 meters. Okay, change the unit. Okay, it also support different cable mode. Okay, and ID45 with sequence. You need to use the remote unit. Plug to the other end of the cable. Okay, and press test. Okay, it has shown us the result. Okay, and RJ45 tracker. Turn on and use the tracker to test. And use the tracker to test to find the signal. We have to change to this port. Okay, we press this button and close to the cable. It will have a sound beep 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 beep. Okay, exit. And this one is the to test the space distance, such as your central office length or your room length. Okay, press this button to give a result, and change it to other way. Okay, another way. Okay, you will get the result, and all of them will be displayed on the screen. Okay, here the last one is the system setting. After the testing, we may need to print the test report. Here we have to go to the file, and you will see the SOR files here, and you can use your USB. Connect to your computer and copy it to your computer. Then open it with our PC software that will be in the CD. It comes together with Otdr. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Hello, my name is Eric, and I come from First Fiber Technology Company in China. Today I want to give you some idea about the professional Otdr. We have many different models of this kind of Otdr for your choice. Maybe you can log into our website or see our datasheet here. Many different. Today I'm introducing is the model S1, a basic model. Model number you can see from here. And as I say, this is a very professional OTDR. So it comes with many different functions. For example, the most important is OTDR. Second is the light source and VFL. Maybe some other OTDRs also with this VFL for standard function. Optical power meter. Event map. You may see X-Force ODDR is with ILOM function. This is almost the same with and this is fiber detector. Sometimes it's often called fiber microscope. And this one, the most important is this one. This is very special. It can works as a very expensive single meter. It is named attenuator. That is when you use this function OLT, we call it OLT. The OTDR's light source and optical power meter will be open same time, but others OTDR cannot do like this. This is very special. And system setting. Now I want to give you some idea about the OTDR parts. Maybe you can see there are many parts. From right to left is first one is OTDR port. Second is also OTDR port for a multi-mode. This port is for multi-mode. This one is for single mode. Because this OTDR is only with single mode, so this open. This port is not open. This one is VFL port. And this one is optical power meter port. Lighter source share same port with OTDR from this port. You may see all of this is FC connector, but you also can change to others like SC. Just screw loose and install easily. ST, SC for optical power meter, and LC. Okay. And this port is a USB port. You can install USB disk. You can find the USB disk from our package that we sent to you. We can install it. And this one is for power charging. We will send different plug type for your local socket. For example, if you are a customer from United States, we will send you US socket. If you from Europe, we will send you EU socket. If you from Australia, we will send you EU socket like this. So you do not worry about this, and do not need to buy socket or adapter by yourself. We will do everything for you. Okay, and one more thing, the OTDR is also come with a calibration certificate. with the mod number and the serial number. Serial number is very important. If you have any question about the ODDR you bought or something wrong with the ODDR you bought, you can you can email us or call us and tell us about the serial number. We will tell you how to do the next step. Okay, and user menu. Of course, this touch pen. You may also can control the ODDR by touch pen or by your finger easily. We open the ODDR function, and now I plug the two fiber rails. One is about 1 kilometers, and the second is about 2 kilometers. And I have connected these two rails by the SC UPC connector. And now I plug the fiber into the ODDR and make a test. You can click test directly, and the ODDR will work at once. And you also maybe sometimes need to change some make some set up it by yourself to make it very special for yourself. You press the setup button and you can see the setting page. You may want to make the test with two wavelengths together. You can press this button and click this box. If you just want to make the test with the 1550 nanometer wavelength, you can just select this one. And the test mode, three for your choice. Auto tester, real tester, or average test. Most of the time you need to select the average test. And the range, it is the estimated range. If you just select by yourself. And also you change one by one. If you select the auto test, the ODDR will help you make the selection. It's okay. Now I press OK, and now I press the test. You can see now we are using 1550 nanometer to make the test, and the result it looks like this. You can from the first event. The first event, they are about 1 kilometers. It is almost the same as just now I told you. First one is about 1 kilometers, and the second is about 2 kilometers. So the total is 3 kilometers. Now I maybe we need to save the fiber curve, the ODDR curves. So we just press file and press save. You can give him a name. For example, I just input first fiber. Okay. If you just want to press save button every time, you need to press this auto save. The next time the ODDR will help you save with the ODDR curves by itself. You can select okay, and press save. You also input some other informations. The information will be printed on Otdr test report. Here is an example of Otdr test report. If you have incomplete the box, you can it will be printed here. Okay, let's go on. The Otdr curves has been saved on the Otdr itself, but you may need to move the curves to your USB. Maybe you need to plug the USB to your computer later. So we need to move the test result to your USB. It's very easily. Select it. If you have more curves, you just press all. Or press this button, select all. And to your USB disk. Okay, it complete. And one more thing, this Otdr is also with an event map function, just as you see from here. Event map. We press this, and we can open the test result we made just now. Read, and you can see here is the adapter, and this is the end. This is the end. If your link is too long, it will list all the event or connectors by map type. Okay, this is the Otdr function, and this is the VFL. The VFL is very useful for any other VFL itself. You can make the VFL press the normal. The normal means the light will be shine after continuously. Let's make a demo. VFL. Okay. I press normal. You can see the light, the red light, and I press 1HZ, it will flash. When I press 2HZ, it will flash quickly, 2 times every second. 1 Hz means one time every second, and close to it off. This is the VFL. And this optical power meter, you can change the power meter's wavelength. Press wave. There are 6 wavelengths for your choice. You also set a reference or 0, like any other optical power meter. And this is lighter source. Because this Otdr is just with a single mode for single mode testing, so the light source is with 2 wavelengths. These 2. If your Otdr is single mode and multi mode together, it with 4 wavelengths. You can change it here. Open and off here. Okay, and this function is sold separately. You can buy the hardware from us separately, so you can find it on our catalog. The web page is 30. Model number is 711AP2. This microscope can be plugged into USB port, and you can use the Otdr as a microscope, and it looks like this. It will look like this. Okay. That's about most of the Otdr. If any question, you may contact our sales representative or visit our website. Thank you. Bye bye.